With a new DLC on the horizon, I just wanted to share you guys my top 10 dinosaur packs that we could see for Jurassic World Evolution 2. These will be in no particular order, but let us get started on our first dinosaur pack. Number 10, Middle Cretaceous Pack. With the early and late Cretaceous pack already in the game, I feel like we really don't need another Cretaceous pack. But if one were to release, the four species that I would put in it would be the Ichthyovenator, Mapusaurus, Microraptor, and Cladastes. The Ichthyovenator was a large spinosaurid, but unlike the Spino, its spine was split in two. This would be a very unique species to add, and would be cool to see in game. The Mapusaurus is known for its famous appearance in Planet Dinosaur for attacking an Argentinosaurus. It was the third largest carnivore to ever live, only being smaller than the Giga and T-Rex. Another large carnivore would be sick to see, since most of us love our large carnivores over any other dino. The Microraptor is one of the smallest pterosaurs to ever be discovered. The four wings that the Microraptor has would make this flying reptile stand out in comparison to the other pterosaurs, and another pterosaur with feathers is always appreciated. The Cladastes was a small mosasaur that was around 6 meters long. We need more variety for our smaller aquatic reptiles, since we only really have the Plesiosaurus and Ichthyosaurus. Number 9. Early Jurassic Pack. A time period that people do want more representation in is the Jurassic period. I mean, it is Jurassic World Evolution too, but most of our dinosaurs are from the Cretaceous period, so adding more Jurassic species would be nice to see. The four species this pack would include would be the Segisaurus, Volcanodon, Dorinathus, and Romaleosaurus. Segisaurus actually appeared in Jurassic canon. It was planned to be in the original 1993 park and was even seen on the brochure. People are very adamant about the movie dinosaurs appearing in Microstratus. The Sagi would be nice to see and would offer us more Jurassic species. The Volcanodon was a small sauropod that was around human height. It is also one that the community is asking for, and will also add more variety to the size of our sauropods. Dorinathus was a unique flying reptile that was very small and was also feathered. This could offer us some colorful recolors for the species, and they would look amazing in game. The Romaleosaurus was a large pliosaur that looked like a mix between the Plesiosaurus and Tylosaurus. It's another unique looking aquatic reptile that would be amazing to see in game and add more variety to our marine reptiles. Number 8. Middle Jurassic Pack. The Middle Jurassic period would also be nice to see represented. The four species that I would add would be the Shunosaurus, Colovosaurus, Darwinopterus, and Ophthalmosaurus. The Shunosaurus was a sauropod that had a very unique tail. Just like ankylosaurids, it had a club on the end of its tail to defend itself. It would be similar to Ankylodocus from the first game. The Calavosaurus was an iguanodontid that lived in Britain. It was around 3 feet tall and would add more size variety for our hadrosaurs and possibly add defense animations for our larger hadrosaurs. The Darwinopterus was a small pterosaur that had a unique looking crest that also had feathers. It has also appeared in Jurassic World Alive and Jurassic World Game and would be nice to see in game. Ophthalmosaurus was smaller than the Ichthyosaurus. This would be nice to see in game. Tiny aquatic reptiles would be nice to see, and this dino could serve as just basically a baby ichthy, which people did do with the Maros and T-Rex. Number 7. Middle Triassic Pack. The Triassic period is the most unrepresented era in the game. The Middle Triassic period would be nice to see. The four species that this pack would come with could be the Nyasasaurus, Liliensternus, Tendigoripterus, and Tanistropheus. Nyasasaurus was one of the first dinos to ever appear and was half as tall as a human. It had feathers and was a prosauropod, which is something we don't have in the game currently. It was able to walk on two legs and four legs. Liliensternus was around the size of a velociraptor and was one of the early carnivorous dinosaurs. Its unique head shape would make it stand out and could even have feathers if Frontier wanted to. Tendigoripterus was a Triassic pterosaur that was incredibly small. Its crest was very colorful and would add more variety to our smaller pterosaurs, since the Dimorphodon and the Synchoripterus are basically the only small pterosaurs we have. Tanistropheus was a small marine reptile that had an extremely long neck. This species appeared as a toy in the Jurassic World toy line. This marine reptile was also able to walk on land, which would be amazing to see, and could possibly add the ability for semi-aquatic and animals to enter and leave the lagoon. Number 6. Late Jurassic Pack. A late Jurassic Pack would be nice to see as well. The four species that I would add to this expansion would be Torvosaurus, Ornitholestes, Rhamphorhynchus, and Dacosaurus. The Torvosaurus was one of the largest predators in the Jurassic period, and is heavily wanted in game. Its long snout would make it distinctive in contrast to the other carnivores. Ornitholestes appeared in Jurassic Park: The Lost World novel. It was a small carnivore around the size of a raptor, and would make a nice and colorful appearance in this pack. With its canon appearance, the chances of appearing in a Jurassic Pack is high. Rhamphorhynchus is one of the most asked for species, and I can see why. Although it wasn't that big, It was full of feathers and has appeared in many sources of dinosaur media. The Dacosaurus wasn't that large, but has a unique head shape. It had amazing patterns, so Frontier could add those in to make it stand out similar to what they did for the Styxosaurus by making it bioluminescent. Number 5. Late Triassic Pack. The Late Triassic is one of the most interesting time periods and would be awesome to see as well. The four species that would come with this would be Plateosaurus, Gojirasaurus, Eudimorphodon, and Shonisaurus. Plateosaurus is another fan favorite that people love to see. It would be very unique, would be amazing to see, and would make many people happy as it is very unique. We currently don't have anything like that. Gojirasaurus was a medium-sized carnivore similar to the Carlophosaurus. Named after Gojira, or more commonly known Godzilla, this dino would be nice to see and could even have feathers on it to make it stand out more. Eudimorphodon was one of the only Triassic pterosaurs to ever live. It was small but had a unique wing shape and head shape. It also appeared in Jurassic with the game and would be nice to see. The Shonisaurus was one of the largest ichthyosaurids to ever live and would offer us more variety for our ichthyosaurs and larger marine reptiles, as in reality they're all just mosasaurs or plesiosaurs. Number 4. Herbivore Pack. A herbivore pack like the one in the first game would also be cool to see. The four species that this would come with would be Lambeosaurus, Psittacosaurus, Hujangosaurus, and Argentinosaurus. Lambeosaurus is a very popular species to mod in. It has been wanted since 2018, all the way back in the first Jurassic World Evolution game, and would be nice to see this fan favorite finally make it in. The Psittacosaurus is another fan favorite that would be nice to see and have been wanted in the game. With the quills on the end of its tail, it would be very unique in comparison to our smaller dinos. Tujiangosaurus is another stegosaur that people wanted in the game. Its unique build and plates would make it look unique in comparison to the other stegosaurids. The Argentinosaurus is arguably the most asked for sauropod for this game. It also appeared on Dinosaur Planet fighting the Mapusaurus and was even bigger than the Dreadnoughtus. It was one of the largest sauropods to ever live and would be amazing to see in game. Imagine it's trying to fit that guy in small enclosures. Number 3. Carnivore Pack. Since we have a carnivore pack in the first game, why can we not have one in the second one? The four species that this pack would come with could be the Saurophagonax, Yangchuanosaurus, Fukuiraptor, and the Spletosaurus. Saurophagonax was the largest carnivore in the Morrison Formation, and was larger than the Allosaurus and Torvosaurus. It seems to be a mix of the Allo and Carcar, and would be an awesome predator to see in game. The Yangchuanosaurus is another fan favorite that people have modded in multiple times in both Jurassic World Evolution games. The head crest that it has would make it look like no carnivore we currently have, and people would be very happy with its inclusion. Fukuiraptor is another popular carnivore. Being around the size of a Hyrasaurus, it would be a nice inclusion and would add more variety to our smaller to medium-sized carnivores that a Spletosaurus is constantly asked for and would make this pack very popular to buy. Being related to the T-Rex and Albertosaurus, it would be nice to see and add another medium to large carnivore to the game. Number 2. Omnivore Pack. With the Oviraptor being the only omnivore right now, we could use more omnivores to make the OV less lonely. I don't know if you guys remember, but back in JV1, there was a fake leak of an omnivore pack coming to the game, which of course got me excited, but I was also disappointed when it was fake. But anyways, the four species this expansion could come with could be the Ornithomimus, Lecetosaurus, Dinochirus, and Senoncosaurus. The Ornithomimus would add another ornithomimid, but instead this one would be an omnivore and have feathers, making it feel unique and not just another Struthi clone like the Archaeornithomimus. The Lecetosaurus actually appeared in the holoscape of the Innovation Center. It was a smaller Nestichian and would be nice to see in game. It could also come with quills and feathers to differentiate it from the other dinosaurs. Dinochirus is one of the most asked for dinosaurs, but was also an omnivore and would be similar to the Theri, and would please the community a lot if it made it in. Stenonchosaurus was a feathered small carnivore that was also an omnivore. It would be as tall as the Coelophysis and would be nice to see with its unique head shape and feathers. Number 1. Piscivore Pack. The final pack we could see could be a Piscivore pack containing Irritator, Oxalia, Eustreptospondylis, and Osteoraptor. Irritator is constantly asked for due to its unique size and build and is a fan favorite. The shape of its head and body would make it unique when in comparison to the Spino, Suco, and Berry. Oxalia is a very unique looking Spinosaurid, which could serve as an accurate looking Spinosaurus. It would require lots of water and would look amazing walking around and maybe even possibly swimming if Frontier wants to add that. Not all piscivores are Spinosaurids though. Eustreptospondylis was similar in size to the Cryolophosaurus and would add more variation to our piscivores since most of them, if not all of them, are Spinosaurids. The Osteoraptor would also be nice to see, as well due to its unique looking head. Its narrow snout would make it look very unique and would be our first small piscivore. That's my top 10. Which of these packs would you guys personally add? And what do you guys think the next dinosaur pack will be? Fingers crossed that an announcement and release will come next week. Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Your average Uniball Volcano will see you guys later.